Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going through the best and worst tattoo TikToks I could find. Let's jump into it. Okay, so it says, I really hope you are the one, Morgan. And there's a guy who very clearly made some bad decisions in his life. He's got Jillian, Eilish, I don't know what that means, and Morgan. All past girls. Jillian? I feel like Jillian is the name of everyone's aunt and no one's girlfriend. And Eilish, I don't even know. Billie Eilish, maybe? Who knows? Whatever. Stupid thing. This is an old tattoo thing that kind of happened a lot, like with sailors. They would get like their current lover's name tattooed, cross out the old one, put on a new one. It's cute, it's adorable, it's a joke. I think it's stupid then. I think it's stupid now. Old trends were dumb too. My grandfather served in World War II, I believe. Yeah, it was definitely World War II. And he got a tattoo. He was in the Navy and he got a tattoo right on his forearm. And it was his own name. So he had Bud tattooed right across his forearm. Some people would say like, hey, people got these identifiers so that you could tell who they were in case they died. I don't think that's actually the case. I think it was just like a dumb tattoo that he was like, oh, I don't know what to get. I'm out with the boys, I'm drunk as hell. Just put Bud right here. Love you, Grandpa. Dumb tattoo. And yeah, so like not all traditional tats are good ones. And this is a perfect example. Oh, Morgan. How do you think Morgan feels about having her name on his back? Honestly, that Morgan looks like garbage. So does the Jillian and so does the Eilish. Not only does this guy make bad relationship choices, he makes bad tattoo choices. He doesn't have a good tattoo on him and he's had 3 tries. Okay? Give up, bruh. Give up. And honestly, Morgan, get out. Okay? Because clearly his girlfriends don't last long. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. On to the next. Skull. Somebody effed up my tattoo, but it's okay because I can fix it. Oh my gosh. These cartoony skulls look ridiculous. They look like little peckers. Peckers and huevitos, dude. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. The original looked like trash. The fixed looks like trash. Skull fingers, my guy. A trend that I hope dies. That will never die. If my nephews showed up with skeleton hands, I'd disown them. I don't have any kids of my own, and if I had any kids of my own and they came home with skeleton hands, I would no longer be their father. This might be where I draw my line. This is where I go, nope, this is the unforgivable sin. Oh, you murdered someone? Totally fine. Oh, you collect the decapitated heads of your enemies? Fine. Oh, you scalped a person? That's fine. As long as you don't show up with a skeleton hand. I will love my child no matter what, no matter who they choose to be, no matter what they do in this world, unless they get a skeleton hand. I will divorce them from my family. Out. On to the next. Okay, I'm just gonna say this guy sounds like a whiny little baby.
The way that this shop had me all the way up in every which direction. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly why I left. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the things that pissed me off from this shop that happened within a month. I don't even want to tell y'all some of it because it's so bad, but like it's my truth. It's what I experienced. I think this shop was treating me crazy, bro, because I think they thought I needed them because they knew I was moving to Dallas from a smaller city. So they thought I like needed them for some reason.
Okay, Every tattooer who goes into a shop needs that shop. Or they would open up their own shop. Like you ask for a job and then you're like, I don't need you, Dad. Huh? What? What are you talking about, dum-dum? Okay, very rarely do I think the new generation of tattooers are idiots. Sometimes I see on, especially TikTok, young tattooers complaining about things that I'm like, you're out of your mind, dude. Young tattooers with a large following on the internet overvalue themselves, just straight up. I've seen that time and time again. I know a lot of older tattooers who undervalue themselves. So there needs to be a balance, but like this, what we're about to listen to is absolutely crazy. Let's go.
When that was far from the truth, bro. If you ask the apprentices, just from what they told me, most of the phone calls being made to the shop the month that I was there were all for me, basically. That's what the apprentices said. But if it's true, after y'all, you feel me? We blessed. But anyways, some of the things they were asking me, bro, were crazy. Like, they asked me to stay every day at the shop until the shop closed, even if I wasn't tattooing. Some, like, on the weekends, it's not until 10 p.m. And of course I wanted to tell them, like, oh, well, how much are you paying me to stay at your shop? You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm the one that wanted to be there so badly. I could have went to other shops in Dallas, but I wanted to be there. So I tried my best to, like, respect their, like, wishes and how they ran their shop or whatever. It's my first time being in
A young tattooer complaining about having to be at work is crazy and absolutely insane. Now, if there's one instance where I'd be like, okay, that's kind of weird, but also whatever. If he was paying rent, a lot of shops, that means that, like, hey, he could come and go as he pleases because the rent's getting paid no matter what. I could see at a very busy shop where they're like, hey, we want to take care of you guys. We ask you to pay rent, but we also ask you to be here from this time to this time. And then, like, hey, any walk-in you get, you're just making extra money and we're staying open. It makes us happy, makes them happy, it makes you happy. I could see that happening too. There's almost no way in the world I can imagine a shop owner being like, hey, we want you to stay here from start to finish. And the tattooer being like, can you believe this? I have to stay here all day? It's like, yeah, dude, it's your job, bro. In case there's walk-ins, in case there's stuff to tattoo, you gotta do the tattoos.
another shop outside of, like, where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, I'm tattooing with homies and shit. So, like, it's all cool. But so I'm trying my best not to fuck up and to respect people. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, this kid lacks any respect. Like, honestly, if a tattooer of mine who I had a disagreement with, even a stupid one like this idiot has, if he made a TikTok about it afterwards, that kid's a disrespectful turd. Like, you make a TikTok about this, I ask you to stay when we're open to when we close, that's crazy.
Yeah, and another thing too is the owner was telling me, we're really big on, like, getting along here. We're like a family here, so get along with people, blah, blah, blah. I said, speaking of that, did you know you got 2 male artists in this shop that have me blocked on Instagram, and I don't know why. I've never even spoke to the dudes. And long story short with that, apparently it's because I've been guest spotting at that shop for the past couple of years. Apparently they got mad because while I was guest spotting there, they followed me and I never followed them back. And we're talking about 2 grown-ass men, by the way. But she told me that, and I was just like, bro, that's weird. Like, blocking me is crazy. They ain't gotta follow me, but blocking me is crazy. And I'm thinking it's not gonna affect, like...
Okay, real fast. If these tattooers blocked him because they didn't follow back, super corny, obviously. But there's, like, a weird part of this. He says, I've never even spoken to these guys, and I've been guest spotting at this tattoo shop for years. Huh? Hey, dude, if you haven't spoken to these tattooers, and you've been guest spotting at that spot for a few years, chances are you met these guys and you don't speak to them, and that's why they blocked you, bro. I don't know for sure. Either way, it's corny as hell to be bringing up IG stuff. Like, oh, this guy blocked me. This guy doesn't follow me. This guy. How do you even know if someone's blocking you except you're a cornball? And honestly, I don't know that I'd hire very many tattoo influencer people.
I was new here and I was excited to, like, make new friends and, like, grow with, you know, other badass artists and stuff like that. But nah, bro, they treated me differently from the day that I started. And so I tried for the first 2 weeks that I was there to, like, be the bigger person, and I would go in and, like, hey, how y'all doing? And y'all have a good day and yada yada. But it was just clear that they wasn't with me, bro. They'd be nice, you know, they would respond one time, but they clearly didn't want to hold a conversation with me. So, like, I kept it at that. All right, bet, you ain't gotta be my friend, you feel me? And then they have 3 main artists there. The other one, she clearly didn't either, and I think it's because I never followed her back either. Like, it was just some, like,
this guy's a baby, dude. New tattooers. This is where I'm ending it because honestly, I just can't handle how idiotic this kid is. Oh, I didn't fit in right away. Like, dude, you're a tattooer. You don't have to fit in with the other tattooers. You have to fit in with your clients. Do your damn job, dude. Okay? Oh, you can't do your job because another tattooer doesn't like you? Grow up, bro. Look. As a tattooer, we are doing permanent things on people. Nothing should stop you from doing the best job you can at that. Someone blocked you and they don't like you, who cares, dude? Do your damn job. If you want to be at that shop, do your damn job. If not, get the hell out. What a baby, dude. This is one of the few times I've ever been like really crapping on younger tattoos because I love and respect them. I think they're great. But sometimes, dude, I'm like, oh my God, you're not made for this job. Let me listen to it a little bit more.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to have my money every single day, but like, I told her I would try it and yada. Basically, like, I tried so hard to like respect how they ran this and they treated me so.
Okay, this kid's a baby, dude. If you work in my shop, you have to be there from 11 to 6. I got short hours, but if you were not there on time, I'm gonna lose my crap, okay? I cannot cuss anymore. I'm not gonna cuss anymore. I'm gonna lose it, okay? You don't show up on time, oh, hell no. You better be texting me the moment you're late. You know what I'm saying? Okay, next.
When you're using these adhesive bandages for your tattoos, it could be possible to form a redness around the edge of the bandage. A lot of people think that this is an allergy when in fact it's a reaction from when soap gets into the edge of it and causes redness and irritation. This is why it's really important to not use soap after a tattoo and to rinse really well during your aftercare.
Okay, that sounds stupid. Apparently, this person has solved what happens to everybody all the time in tattoo land, okay? You get some redness around some Saniderm, Tegaderm, second skin, and it's because of soap. Not because people have allergic reactions to adhesives, which is extremely common. Like, nope, it's the soap. Okay, bro, good job. There's one of those things in tattoo land that drives me absolutely crazy was when people give you like one thing. They're like, if you're tattooing this, you have to do this, and if the result wasn't good, it was this. It's like, no, dude, that's not how this works. Everyone's got different skin. Everyone's got different things that bother their skin. You're an idiot, okay? You're an idiot. You're dumb. No, I mean, this kid's trying to put together pieces that probably the pieces are dumb. You know, like maybe that happened. Like if I gooped on a bunch of ointment onto a tattoo and put a second skin on top of it, you better believe that tattoo's gonna have some weird stuff going on. So the same principle applies to soap. If I put some green soap on, I don't properly clean it, there's probably gonna be some weird things. But a lot of people are allergic to adhesives. A lot of people are allergic to adhesives. This isn't a crazy thing. Google it, whatever. People are allergic to adhesives. That is probably the main cause of redness from second skin. Now, also, I have seen people put on second skin really tight on the skin and it kind of pulls away at the skin because like skin is normal. It just sits there all day long. And you put a sticker on it and you force it to be all stretched and then it kind of pulls away at the skin and it does some weird stuff in weird ways. I ain't a scientist, but I'm not gonna tell you that's the only way it happens. No, there's a bunch of different things that happen. Second skin is very person to person. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's bad.
How dumb do you have to be subjecting your body to this? This is barbaric. Real tattooing is sacred. This is the dumbest thing a human being could do to themselves. It's not even a joke. Gross.
I cannot agree with that statement more. It is very gross. And I just find it devastating to see on the internet that people do stuff like that. And this Dexter X guy, like that's the one who's doing these tattoos, honestly is so lame. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But hey, I'm not here to understand it. Justin BUA is not here to understand it. We're just, next. It says Carrie, but the eye looks like a bustin' load. Good for him. Honestly, the tattoo's all right, whatever. This guy's got a statement to make and he's making it, okay? He is making that statement and good for him. I don't like it, you don't like it, because it's a bustin' O on his face load. But hey, on to the next. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so they matched these tattoos from an old school picture of what is, I gotta be honest, I don't like the tattoos. They look like shin guards to me, personally. Maybe it could look cool if they smash them out. I like the idea of it. It's cool, it's interesting, like she has it tattooed on them. Now this girl's got it tattooed. I get that, I get it, I'm in. That doesn't mean it looks good. Tattoo's extremely well executed. The idea fails in my eyes, okay? This is one of those times where I'm trying to be nice because like, I like the idea. I like the tattoo, super well executed. I like that it's an old picture and they got it like, you know, an homage to an old tat queen. You know, very cool, very cool. Do I like the tattoo? Not particularly. It's better than Lighthouse and Ship on the Shins, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Uncertainty, uncertain to me. And I'm trying to be nice because I like the idea. On to the next.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Man, it's hot outside today, but you know what? Since it's hot and the sun's right there, let's give you a rundown on these tattoos you all asked for. So what is this that you see on me? This is called my rosary tattoo, Brand of the Car Guides. I replaced the Our Father beats with car emblems. Tattoo Baby from Miami did this, like right after like Paul Walker died. So we put, you know, Paul here, and Mr. David that owns Prestige Imports, his emblem here, and right here we put for the mother of Jesus, Mary's right there, and Lincoln as the cross. But damn, son, you're looking good. Here, flex.
That bummed me out. Every second of that. Every second of this guy showing you his crappy car emblem rosary, every second of him flexing at me, I hated it. If you're thinking Kirk's got a lot to say about this one, yeah, it's trash. It's dumb looking. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I see people get their hobbies, things like this, tattooed on them, and I go, there's an appropriate way of doing it. And not like, oh, this is right or wrong. It's just like, this looks good, this does not look good. That doesn't look good, okay? You know what's funny? Look, if you like bowling, if bowling was your hobby, if you're like, man, I am a bowler, you could probably get some pins and a bowling ball going through it and smashing it, and you'd be like, that's a cool looking tattoo. Or you could get a bowling ball maker company logo, and that would look dumb. You know what I'm saying? Logos almost always look dumb, and they especially look dumb when you put them into a rosary formation on your chest, because man, oh man, that looks dumb. I don't even have like proper, I never do. I'm not a wordy guy, you know? I just tell you what I think, and what I think is, that looks dumb. What would be a cool tattoo that was like representing cars? I can't think of anything. Honestly, I was drawing blanks, dude. I was staring at that, blowing my mind. I don't know, it looks like crap, okay? And honestly, the flexing hurt my soul, okay? Made me uncomfortable. Next.
Why don't I pull my lines? Essentially, this is because I do not want the result that will give. So all of the techniques that you use to implant pigment into the skin, so to tattoo people, is for different visual results. And the visual results that I'm after are a little different than the ones that you will gain from using the pulling methods. There are many different methods for tattooing. You have, for example, pulling, dragging, stippling, color packing, all sorts of different ways that you can do this. I prefer to have a softer looking line.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. Okay, I saw this girl's lines, and like what she's looking for are these like dotty looking lines. She's probably getting that, but over time these dotty looking lines will just become lines anyways, but they're not gonna look good, like good lines, because like those dotty lines are very unpredictable and they're not gonna line up perfectly because they're dotty and like they're kind of jumping around a little bit. So she's gonna end up with what looks like a line, but what looks like a fadey, crusty line. Like crusty in the sense that it's gonna look crusty, okay? I kind of get what she's saying. Like she's like, I prefer a different look for these lines than what a line pull will give me. But what she's really looking for is kind of garbage, and she probably hasn't been tattooing long enough to understand that. I don't mean to be an ageist or a timist when it comes to tattooing, but like, I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance and say that she hasn't been tattooing very long, okay? You know, because like, that's a dumb way of thinking about all this stuff, and I'm gonna guess she's probably gonna look at the results of tattoos she did in the past and be like, oh, that thing that I was so passionate about is actually really crappy and dumb looking. I think sometimes people think of pulling lines as like, okay, you go from 0 to now you got this perfect line. And it's like, no, you can kind of etch a line in there. But like going back and forth just leads to really bad results. So next. Okay, we're gonna fast forward to about 30 seconds in. That is a flaming pile of garbage, okay? This person doesn't even realize it's a flaming pile of garbage, but they will. It's funny because I've done tattoos like this. It's not like I'm saying this from a place of like, oh, I've heard that. No, I've done crap like this. It looks like garbage. I tell people like, hey, that's gonna look like crap sooner than later, and they're like, no, I like my tattoos looking all crappy, and I go, perfect, okay, you know, like, no, that don't look good. It won't look good. If that looks good, castrate me, okay? And I have a feeling that I'm gonna have my huevitos by the end of this because no castration needed. It's gonna look like crap. Next. We got one more. Okay, the music's great. I can't play it for you, obviously, dum-dums, but you're gonna like it. This tattoo, this traditional tattoo is very, very dumb looking in all the best kind of ways. I love the tattoo. Don't be offended by that tattooer if you see that. I mean it in a genuinely cool way. Very similar to how I tattoo. It's dumb. I like it. Okay. What's funny to me, and what I kind of remembered about being a young tattooer is this thing where you like trace out on line paper and do a color pencil mock-up of the tattoo worked very well. When I was a young tattooer and I was like trying to build up business, that worked. I don't know if it will still work, but considering this has 435 likes and is just like a normal traditional tattoo, it works, okay? I don't know how, but it worked. I did it as a young tat lord. I would be like, oh, shit there. I'd be like, post a picture of it. It works, it's crazy. I'd tattoo that thing. I don't know why, because if I painted it on flash, stuck it up on the wall, no one's gonna buy it, but I take a picture of this tracing thing, it works. If you're a young tatter out there and you're like, I really want to do this tattoo, do that. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're destined to be a loser the rest of your life. I don't know, maybe not. Who knows? We'll find out. Okay, good luck. Good luck on your non-losery choices. I'm just kidding. Have a beautiful one. Peace.